Hey everyone, today we're not just talking about customer service, we're actually becoming architects. We're going to build a blueprint based on the architecture of customer delight to help turn standard everyday service into something you and your customers will never forget.
So let's just dive right in with a big question. Think about your own experiences. Is your customer service, good, or is it memorable? There's a huge difference, right? One just gets the job done. It's a transaction. The other is an experience you want to talk about. And that's what we're here to design. All right, here's our game plan. We'll start by going beyond just good enough. Then we'll get into the specific tools you need to actually build delight. After that, we'll look at the brains behind the operation, the intelligence. And finally, we'll see what the ultimate payoff is for all this effort. Okay, first things first. We have to lay the foundation. You can't build a skyscraper on shaky ground, right? So we've got to understand the fundamental difference between just making a customer satisfied and truly, genuinely delighting them. And this really lays it all out. See, satisfaction is passive. It's the baseline. It's when nothing goes wrong. But delight? Delight is an active creation. It's something you build on purpose. It's when you intentionally go above and beyond to create a real emotional connection. That's how you turn a one-off transaction into a long-term relationship. All right, so we've got our foundation poured. Now, what are the actual tools we're going to use to build this thing? What's in our toolbox? Well, you might be surprised at how simple and yet how powerful it is. It really boils down to two key instruments: surprise and extra service. That's it. It might sound almost too simple, but this two-step process, this is the entire framework for creating those moments people can't stop talking about. So let's talk about the first tool, surprise. This is all about breaking the script. We all have this script in our heads for how a transaction is supposed to go. A surprise, it just shatters that script. It's that small, unexpected gesture, a handwritten note, a little freebie that makes the whole thing feel human, not robotic. And then we have our second tool, which is providing extra service. This is that classic idea of going the extra mile. It's about looking past the immediate sale and thinking, okay, how can I deliver more value here? This sends a really clear message that you care about their success, not just their wallet.
But here's the catch. You can't just throw surprises and extra services at people randomly. That'd be chaotic and you'd probably miss the mark half the time. You need a plan, a master blueprint. And that's where the real genius, the real strategy comes into play.
And this is it. This is the brain of the whole operation, the behavioral intelligence strategy. This isn't just about looking at a customer's purchase history. No, this is about really observing them, understanding the situation they're in, and figuring out what they truly need, sometimes even before they know they need it. And here's what that looks like in the real world. It's about learning to anticipate those needs that people don't say out loud. It's about personalizing every interaction based on what you see. It's about reading their emotional cues. But most importantly, and this is the big one, it's about being proactive, not just reactive. You're not waiting for a problem to solve, you're creating a positive outcome from the start. Just think about how powerful that is.
Okay, so we've got the foundation, we've got our tools, surprise and service, and we have the smart blueprint to guide us. So what does all this work actually build? What's the end game here?
Well, the goal of this whole strategy, really, is to create a type of satisfaction that goes so deep, it transforms into something else entirely, something way more valuable, real, lasting loyalty. And when you see the numbers, it's just, wow, it's so clear. Standard service, the good enough kind, that might keep, about 2/3 of your customers. But delightful service, the kind that's built with surprise and intelligence, that pushes retention up to over 90%. That's not just a statistic, that's the difference between struggling and building a business that lasts.
So if you take one thing away from all of this, let it be this. Delight is not an accident. It's not a happy little coincidence. It is a deliberate architectural choice. It is a skill you can learn and a structure you can build, one brick at a time.
So I'll leave you with this one final thought. Take a look at what you do every day. What's one small, unexpected surprise you can build for a customer tomorrow? How can you start laying that very first brick in your own architecture of delight?